Ellis, just presumably you were pleased with the pressure you were able to get on Brantley today. Could you just talk about that? And it seemed like, you know, most of the time you did blitz Gilmore there on the one, but most of the time you were able to do it with 4 as you had hoped.
Yeah, the pass rush was a lot better, obviously. And I thought overall our football team, the most pleasing thing to me defensively is that we didn't lose our poise. We didn't play particularly well early in the game. There were a lot of mistakes. We were cleaning up every time we got them off the field. But they didn't lose composure like I thought we did last week and start making mental errors. And that stayed together pretty well. And the only nasty play, the real ugly play, was as much my fault as anybody. We got a little greedy and we brought pressure to try to get to the quarterback. It felt like they'd probably take a shot at there at midfield when they got the ball. And it was very soft on that run play where it creased in there. But players played hard. It was very difficult to bottle up those guys with so much speed, especially when they dropped the ball off underneath and then in the running game when they got loose. And I thought that was a big key. But starting with the pass rush, no question, that helped a lot because we didn't have to get in pressure defenses too much.
Over here to Glenn.
Coach, seems like the stretch play is the one running play. It seems to keep constantly coming up.
Yeah, that was their best run play. And, it was just simple stuff. I mean, guys getting reached. A couple guys jumping out of the gap, you know, not maintaining gap control. I thought when they were running the one-back zone early in the game, we had the linebackers too deep and moved them up a little bit. But the big nasty play, we were in a little outside pressure, bringing people up the field. They hit the crease in that. But Florida's probably, since Georgia, they're the most athletic offensive line we've played against, and we knew we were going to have a tough battle with them. I think they're very good up front, especially in the running game.
Ellis, talk about tackling. I thought you guys tackled pretty well, and then those 2 goal line stands where they could get out of just a field goal.
I thought the element of tackling where we kept good angles and got to people was good. I thought that we missed some tackles. I'll be a lot anxious to see it on film. At times my eyes were on a particular player, but we had some times in the backfield where we hit people and didn't get them on the ground. But overall, the aspect of overrunning the ball was something we emphasized a lot, and I thought we did a lot better job of that and keeping them bottled up. We've played well down on the goal line, and I think mainly it's because guys understand their role within the scheme. The one time they did score, they ran an adjustment where they shifted and then brought people across in motion, and we did not adjust correctly on that. They really had a receiver open. I don't know why he didn't get out of his hand. And then we whiffed the quarterback back there on the guy that was coming off the backside. So that was the only poor play we had down there, and of course he ended up getting in the end zone.
Back to center.
Ellis, at this point of the season, where do you think the defense has shown the most growth in the past 2 games, and where are some things that you really need to work on in those last 2 games you got this? Regular season games you got this.
Yeah, we just got a lot of things to work on. When you say growth, I thought it started as a gradual process back the second, third game, and continually got better. But I thought we took a giant step back last week. And I know Arkansas is probably the best offensive team in our conference, by far. But still, I thought we took a step backwards last week. And then I thought we improved in that area this week. But I would say that, you know, I don't know of any one area that's continually gotten better other than when we've got all our guys in the secondary healthy and they can all play. We've got some depth. We've got some guys that can match up on some people. When you take Antonio Allen and Holloman out of the lineup, half the ball game at Arkansas, Antonio out of the lineup the whole game, we just don't have the guys back there that can match up on some of these guys at Arkansas or even Florida. We played linebackers on that tight end tonight, man-to-man sometimes. We didn't have any choice. So that's the biggest thing. When we got all our guys healthy, I got a lot of confidence in them. When we're missing some people, I don't think we have quality depth.
Ellis, along those lines, what did you think, first of all, of Bryson Williams? You seemed a little concerned this week about how he might play. What did you think of him and DJ playing with the foot and the 2 big tackles down there in the stands? Those 2 guys, your thoughts on them?
Well, I'm real proud of the fact that they worked through it. A lot of our mistakes early in the game, Bryson was confused, and DJ did not have a good week of practice because we had to keep him off his foot, and he made some big-time mistakes. Those mistakes were not that costly early in the game. It could have been. So it was not smooth back there at all. But the good thing is that we were able to get through it. Got into the early part of the second half and had everything cleaned up. I thought there was a fatigue element there in the third quarter. We couldn't get off the field. Offense couldn't stay on the field, and they pushed us around a little bit. The big play, though, at the end, the big run, was more the scheme than anything.
Ellis, obviously, a lot of the talk now is just wait and see what happens tonight. And obviously, you've done what you could do with 6 wins in the conference. Just for you, what are your emotions now turning towards the Citadel week and your history with the Citadel and everything that goes along with that? Obviously, a lot of people might overlook that week, but your emotions for Citadel week.
I don't have any emotions about it. I mean, I obviously got a lot of respect for those kids. Kids don't go down there to be football players. They go down there to get a great education. And, that's part of that. But we just need to play well next week. I don't care who's coming in here. They're college football players. If we stink it up and we don't play well, they'll embarrass you and make you look bad. So we've got to get better. My biggest concern about next week is that we're going to have to play a wishbone scheme, and we're not going to have anything that's going to be in continuity to improve ourselves in going toward the Clemson game. Pass rush will be minimal. Pass coverages that you use against a normal team will be very minimal. We'll have to work on and execute things that don't have anything to do with that. But I pull for them every week they play, except obviously against us, and hope they'll have a successful season. And, just work through it. And, I'm not planning on forfeiting my paycheck next week because we're planning on playing the system.
Ellis, did Vic play any in the secondary, and if not, what was the reason his snaps went down there?
I don't know how many he had in the course of the game. I don't keep up with the rotation of every player. He had a bad week of practice. He got hit in the back, and he did not practice well the first 2 or 3 days of the week. So I'm sure the coach probably had some reservations about how many plays he would play if he didn't have to play.
Ms. Brown?
Good.